Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, classmates. My name is Karin J. Abakita, and I'm reporting this Group 3. And the title is Function in Philosophical Arts. Introduction. The Greek philosopher Aristotle substance in the world has an end, or telos in Greek, which translates into purpose. Every substance defined as a form of matter in according to a fixed path towards its aim. A seed is bound to become a full-grown plant. A cocoon can look forward to flying high when it morphs into butterfly. A baby eventually turns into a grown man or woman. Based on Greek philosopher Aristotle, ang Greek na pilosopo ni Aristotle ay may katapusan o may sinasali na layunin. And then dito din sa seeds and bound to become a full-grown plant, ang isang buto ay tiyak na magiging isang ganap na halaman ang maaaring pagpalipad ng mataas. According to Aristotle, telos is intricately linked with function. For a thing to reach its purpose, it has to also fulfill function. Man is bound to achieve a life of fulfillment and happiness in Greek word endomia. Telos and function of a thing are both related to a thing's identity. Telos, the function, and the whatness of a thing are all connected. Acknowledge the historic and philosophical background gives that of kind. Independence of prejudice of this generation is most scientists are suffering in this dependence created by philosophical insight is in my opinion. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, classmates. I am Minsa Abogado. Now, let's discuss the function of arts. So, itong duwang function ang arts. Ang motivated and non-motivated or non-functional. First, let me discuss the motivated or the functional. Pag sinabi kasing motivated, ito daw yung mga klase ng arts na kung saan nagagamit natin at napapakinabangan. So, halimbawa nito yung architecture, weaving or paghahabi, and for nature making. So, ang motivated or function, ito yung mga bagay na nahawakan natin, yung may mga purpose. Halimbawa, dito sa furniture, di ba yung mga upuan, ang purpose nun, syempre, yung upuan natin, yun. Next is non-motivated or non-functional. So, pag sinabi naman non-motivated, it is not something that we cannot use every day. So, ito daw yung mga klase ng arts na yung isang artist, ginagawa niya lang to para mais yung burden nila. So, hindi natin siya nagagamit every day. So, mga example niya is painting, sculpture, literature, music, and theater arts. Next is yung 3 classification of arts. First, personal function or public display or expression. Ito naman daw yung klase ng arts na kung saan yung mismong artist na yung music, diba? Yung music mismo is a kind of arts na kung saan natatouch yung feelings natin. Yun yung personal function. Diba? Yung music, halimbawa, nakikinig tayo sa mga klase ng kanta na kung saan makaka-relate tayo. Next is yung social function or celebration or to affect collective behavior. So, ito naman, ito yung mga, halimbawa, mga fiesta sa isang society. Yun yung halimbawa nun. So, art perform a social function when influence of social behavior and display and celebrations. Yung influence social behavior naman, ang ibig sabihin niya, it seeks or tends to influence collective behavior of people. Ang halimbawa ng influences, social behavior, halimbawa yung flash mobs, diba? Parang, paano siya makaka-apekto sa behavior natin? Diba yung flash mob, parang bigla-bigla na lang silang magsasayaw sa harapan ng maraming tao. So, yung tendency nun, parang mabibigla yung mga taong manonood kung ano yung nangyayari at kung para saan yung performance nila. Yung display and celebration naman, it is created to be seen or used in public situation. Ang ibig sabihin, halimbawa na lang yung concert, fiesta, yun yung display and celebration. Next is yung physical function or utilitarian. It is the easiest to spot and understand and can be found in artworks that we crafted in order to serve some physical purpose. So, ang physical function naman, ang physical function, ito yung mga klase ng artworks na kung saan nagagamit natin or yung nakikita at madali nating maintindihan kung para saan ba siya. So, halimbawa nito, yung mga jar, or baso na lang. Halimbawa, yung baso. Ano bang purpose ng baso? So, syempre, ang purpose nun, para malagyan ng tubig at mainuman natin. Other functions of arts. Music, sculpture, and architecture. So, sa music nga, di ba yung music is a kind of arts din naman. So, nagamit natin siya sa dance and religions. Nagamit siya sa dance kasi meron siyang rhythm. And pagdating naman sa religion, parang yung worship song na ginagamit ng mga sa religion. Tapos halimbawa pa niya yung serenade or paghaharana at mga stage play. Next is yung sculpture, functional art form that has long existed for a various purposes. So, halimbawa ng sculpture, di ba, sa mga religion sa mga simbahan, di ba, merong mga divine or mga santo na ginagawa. Anong purpose nun? Para mapanatili yung relevant and symbol ng klase ng religion. So, halimbawa pa ng sculpture is yung mga monumento sa lugar natin. Next is yung architecture, where one can find the intimate connection of function and form. So, sa architecture naman, ang example natin dito is yung mga churches and ibang mga buildings na medyo old na, pero parang meron pa rin siyang function or may purpose pa rin siya sa atin.
Go. So, good afternoon, ma'am, and good afternoon, classmates. So, does art always have to be functional? Ang art is functional but not have always to be functional because it can serve as a form of expression or provoke emotion. So, art can serve various purposes including aesthetic expression, symbolism and conceptualism, social commentary, and exploration and experimentation. So, another reason why art not always have to be functional is that it allows for open interpretation and can challenge the societal norms and convention which may not correspond with practical functionality. So because art is primary purpose is to often conveying emotion, ideas, or aesthetics. And ang value ng art does not depend on the function but on the work of itself.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, classmates. I will discuss philosophical perspectives on art. First, art as an imitation. In Plato's metaphysics or view of reality, the things in this world are only copies of the original, the eternal and the true entities that can only be found in the world of forms. For example, the chair that one sits on is not a real chair. It is an imperfect copy of the perfect chair in the world of forms. Plato was deeply suspicious of arts and artists for two reasons. They appeal to the emotion rather to the rational faculty of men. The number two is they imitate rather than lead one to reality. According to Plato, art is just an imitation of imitation. A painting is just an imitation of nature, which is also just an imitation of reality in the world of forms. The next one is art as a representation. Aristotle conceived of art as representing possible versions of reality. Aristotle agreed with Plato that art is a form of imitation. However, Aristotle considered art as an aid to philosophy in revealing the truth. For Aristotle, all kinds of art do not aim to represent reality as it is. It endeavors to provide a version of what might be or the possibilities of reality.
So one of notable example of art as a representation is the Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. In this famous of painting, Van Gogh represents starry night sky over a small town with a swirling dreamlike quality.
Art as a disinterested judgment. Immanuel Kant, in his Critique of Judgment, considered the judgment of beauty, the cornerstone of art, as something that can be universal despite its subjectivity. Recognized that judgment of beauty is subjective. Ang meaning po kang subjective is here the two different statements. I like this painting and this painting is beautiful. The first statement is clearly a judgment of taste, which is subjective. Well, the second statement, this painting is beautiful, is objective because it is an aesthetic judgment. Making an aesthetic judgment requires us to be disinterested. In other words, we should try to go beyond our individual taste and preferences so that we can appreciate art from a universal standpoint. Art as a communication of emotion. According to Leo Tolstoy, art plays a huge role in communication to its audience's emotions that the artist previously experienced. In the same that language communicates information to other people, art communicates emotion. Art is central to man's existence because it makes accessible feelings and emotions of people from the past and present. Ibig sabihin po, art as a communication of emotion. Kasi, pagka, halimbawa, ang isang musicians or songwriter nag-publish ng sarong song, na-communicate siya sa listener or sa audiences. For example, nag-wrote siya ng sad song, ma-appreciate ito kang, or mamamati ito kang mga audiences niya or listeners niya na that song is made because of his or her experience.